The documentary claims an explosion outside the plane caused the crash, and the true cause was covered up by the government. 17 years later, what is your reaction to this documentary?
It's not true, Jake. You know, we had an exhausted investigation. I had 1,000 agents assigned at the peak. And we took very seriously the idea that a missile could have shot down the plane. You know, 747s don't blow up in fireballs that can be seen 40 miles away. Yeah, we were at a very high state of alert in the United States during that period of time. So the chances were, I mean, we didn't know for sure, we had no idea, but it could have been terrorism. It could have been the intervention of some maniac at that airport, either by bringing aboard a plane, putting a bomb on the plane, in the luggage or in the stowage areas, or some mechanic putting something somewhere, or a missile being shot at the plane. We used all the assets of the United States, all the missile experts in the military. We shot missiles at planes so we could study, you know, what kind of damage they did to the aluminum frames. I'm very, very confident that we had enough of that airplane to make the judgment that no criminal intervention, to our knowledge at the time, our knowledge in 1996, wherever that science was, that did not bring down the aircraft. Now the NTSB, separate organization that does the civilian end of these investigations, mechanical, you know, electrical, pilot error, those things. They drew the conclusion of the center fuel tank exploding.
Sir, do you have any explanation as to why these former investigators, now retired, seem to be suggesting that there was a cover-up? They were directed to say that this was an accident when they thought that the explosion came from outside the plane.
Not to my knowledge. I think it's preposterous, quite frankly, Jake. You know, I understand now, just in the little bit I read in the paper, that they're retired. You know, if they felt that way back then, they could have come to me. I was someone desiring to get to the bottom of this thing, believe me. And I had a reputation for not pussyfooting around. Yet it seems like they've comfortably waited till they have their pensions before they became whistleblowers. So I think it's a bunch of bullcrap. I don't really understand that, if they felt that strongly. And I don't, for knowing the people at NTSB and the science that they brought to it, you know, for them to disregard something that was important or correct, I just don't see that that's possible. I have no idea why they came forward now, but it's just a preposterous thing to say. And it hurts the families. I mean, that's the thing that irritates me about this thing now, coming forward. You know, it's basically BS, in my view. And the families have to go through this whole thing. And we were tight with the families, and we were emotional friends and connected with them all the way into this thing. So I think it's basically terrible.